Hi, this is Game Reviews 102, and about the A to Z PS2 reviews, I think I'm going to need to hold that back for a little while, because I've got GCSEs and stuff coming up. I'm sorry, but I just do not have the time. But in the meanwhile, here is my review for Mega Man 9. Enjoy. Mega Man was one of the biggest names in gaming in the 80s and 90s, along with other obvious classics like Mario and Sonic, and it was rightfully known as the hardest franchise ever in gaming history. I mean, for example, look at this here. That jump is much harder than it looks. And also this jump. Jesus, I hated trying to make that jump. I hated those spikes. So anyway, the regular creators of Mega Man on the NES were keeping a watchful eye on the newer Mega Man games like Mega Man X on PS2 and realised, you know what? Screw all these new games. We know what the fans want, and that's Mega Man. What the PS2 makers are making isn't Mega Man. That is a disgrace to him and to us. So they pushed him out the way and showed him how it's been done and how they know what entertain kids. No, people of all ages in the 80s and still be just as entertaining 20 years on. The first thing I ever bought using on a games internet console was Mega Man 9, along with other games that we'll review shortly. But I must say that I do not regret buying it. Here are my reasons why. Well, today, we all know some games are made with less than half the effort that is needed for a game to qualify as, well, good. Carnival games! So, I'm not surprised if that was one of the worries of many retro Mega Man fans. But fans have no reason to worry, because this game feels like it was made not long after Mega Man 8. Well, apart from the 360 or the PS3 controller and downloadable content, another problem fans were getting in their head was that the music was not up to notch. Now, if you have the same problem right now, you don't think the music will be as good as the other ones were, just take a listen to this. That was great, huh? Told you. That track and a hell load more will be on this game. Of course, in the 8-bit version that retro fans will know and love. Also, the difficulty sent people driving up the wall, through the ceiling, and into the next room and onto the street. To be honest, only once or twice did I get annoyed, but aware of the challenge that was ahead of me. You know what does make me mad though? You know what game just makes Mega Man look like a walk in the park compared to this? Mario Kart Wii. Freaking annoying game! I have my reasons, but I'll tell you in my next review. Anyway, the game was hard. Just like past Mega Man games, which was good. It's just what the fans wanted. The story starts off with some of Dr. Wily's robots going crazy. But on TV, he says he's turned over a new leaf and no longer wants to take over the world. He says he'll stop Dr. Light from using his robots if they send cash to his Swiss bank account. Since the world believed the old guy who never cuts his hair who tried to conquer the world 8 times with his robots and not the jolly old guy who makes good robots for good uses, Dr. Light is in prison. And now it's Mega Man's mission to go to Dr. Wily's crazy robots place and defeat them all and get their powers. If you don't understand that, who cares? At the end of the day, we just want Mega Man. But that's basically it. But here are the 8 robots. Concrete Man, Tornado Man, Galaxy Man, Drill Man, Magma Man, Hornet Man, Plug Man, and Splash Man. Wait, hold on. Splash Woman? Holy crap! Yes, for the first time in the good Mega Man games, there is a woman boss. And she's pretty cool, along with her level. She's got a good power-up at the end as well. And yes, you can do all these levels in any order you want. But depending on the order you do them in, it could make the bosses either easier or harder. Because each boss has a weakness of some sort. Okay, if you have the game, this isn't in the script, I'm just going to start saying this randomly. I recommend if you do Galaxy Man stage first, and then Hornet Man's. Might not be a better idea, because I did Hornet Man stage last, but Yeah, I just hope that's some advice. Anyway, after you beat all the bosses, you find out that Dr. Wily's behind all this. Really surprising, isn't it? So you have to go to his evil lair and beat him. Yeah, like the cliche outside design of his house isn't enough to prove he's not as good as he pretended he is. Also, if you have never played a Mega Man game before, be warned. It's harder than nails. I don't think it is as hard as Mega Man 2. This game is easier. Whereas Mega Man 2 could make Rambo cry, Mega Man 9 is a little easier. What also makes it easier is the shop now that is in the game, where you can buy E-tanks and extra lives, making the final bosses fairly easier, but there's still a challenge, that's for sure. To make this game even more hard, they've included 50 challenges for the game, which just acts as achievements, but with no reward. Some of them look fun to accomplish, like beat your 100th enemy, or go through a stage without being hit, which is pretty hard, but it seems fun. But some of them are totally insane. Like, clear the game 5 times in one day, and clear the game once every day for the next 3 days, and clear the game without getting damage. I'm sorry, but I have a life, and I'm not about to lose it playing this game. You can do a time trial of each level and host your time to the world, and take a look at other player scores around the world too. To give the game even more playability, there's a downloadable content feature, where you can download things which can make the game more challenging, or just play with a different character. The effort put into making this game is incredible. I think it really has that retro feel to it. And plus things where you can purposely add little glitches and frame cuts, and also a save feature that we've always wanted in a Mega Man game. It's the Mega Man we have been waiting for 20 years. And finally, we've got it. Okay, I'm replacing the percentage rating system with a 5-star scheme. In this case, I give this game 5 stars out of 5. Whether there's a Mega Man 10 in the works, I don't know, but I bloody hope so. Download this game now.